Welcome back to Wild Sun Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. Please like, comment, definitely subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe because the giveaway, which by the way, well, I guess I've sort of been thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure this is what I'm going to do. In the last video, after I finished making this journal, I will do a sort of flip through video, and in that video subscribers can comment and I will pick from those. I'll do a blind pick from those comments to see who gets the journal. So I realized I was feeling like I wasn't quite through with a lot of this tag making. So lots of times when I'm able to print one of my handmade tag cards on a lighter colored paper, like this color or this color or even turquoise, then I don't have to strengthen the back of the printout with cardstock. But when I copy these down at Staples, it's this whole rigmarole to get them printed on cardstock, and it's also more expensive. So I get them printed on the paper that they just have in the box. I mean, in the machine. But then it's just on paper, so it's a little flimsy for my liking. I'd like them a little stronger. So what I do is glue them onto cardstock, and I just use Elmer's glue in this art glitter glue bottle, and glue them down. Well, of course, I cut them out from the paper first. And then I glue them down with the intention of having a little surround of the cardstock behind them, peeking out from the edges. So I can't, butt them up. I have to leave some space. So I do that, like I did with this one, and then I cut them out. Being quiet here while I cut. I was reading this book this morning. I'll link it in the description box below. I think it's called Craft to Heal. She's a great writer, and she cites a lot of other people who have also written, like Betty, what's her name? Edwards, I think, who wrote Drawing on the Right-Hand Side of the Brain, and just tons of other social workers and psychologists and people who've written about how helpful it is to have a crafting practice, whether that's woodworking or knitting or whatever it is, that it helps us heal. There's another book I have that I also want to read. Crafting Calm. Yeah, and I can't remember the authors' names, so I will put that down below. So I'm just making stacks of cards, and I may not even use all of these, but this is the pile from which I will take my cards and tags and stuff for my giveaway journal. And by the way, I should mention, I'm going to make a playlist of all of these videos of me making the journal so that a person could just watch, you know, go down the list and watch. There were also some other things that I wanted to talk about. And I was thinking about this. I told you in the last video that I really like writing in journals. That's fun for me. So I don't know who the winner of this giveaway will be, and I don't know your choices and preferences, but so I've just decided to go with things that I think are fun, and you'll only comment if you think this journal is really cool too and you would like to win it, or and so hopefully this will match the person who gets to win this journal. Yeah, so one of the, sorry, I'm losing my way trying to make and talk at the same time. But I'm coming back to this thought that one of the things I like to do in journals is indeed journal, right? And another thing that I like about journals very much is that they are sometimes lookbooks. They're just a fun book to look through, kind of like a grown-up picture book of just cool ideas. What's that? There was a Victorian. Now I can't remember it at all. A Victorian thing where people would make a room and it would be like a little museum. I can't remember. Let's say compendium, something compendium, but I don't think that's right. I don't know. Anyway, like that. Only not a room in your house, but a book in your house. Just full of really fun things to look at. So I'm making piles and piles and piles of cards and tags to put in the journal. And I also want to put in words. So a while ago I made this copyable paper with a lot of words that I just like curiosity and imagination and kith. Remember that old saying of kith and kin? So kin I knew was like your family members, and so I thought, well, what's a kith? And I believe when I looked it up, this was a little bit ago, I think it's a Scottish word, and it means the people amongst whom you live. So like the villagers. So it kind of means the villagers, but sort of specifically, like villagers who are meaningful to you. And I think about that in the art community or the spiritual community. It's, my kith are people who think and act like I do. Healing, guidance, understanding. Yeah, so this was sort of the base copy paper that I made. And then I made a couple of versions of them that I colored, and then I copied those. So again, these are on paper, and I will have to cut them out, and, well, I don't have to, but I will, because I like it. I like this, you can sort of pick up the little card, and because it's hard, it's like a thing. I don't know, my hands delight in the feeling of these little cards. So when making, as I said in the first video, little pockets and things that flip out and little tucks, it'll be fun to mount this on a piece of cardstock and have little tiny cards, which I can, art saves lives, and tuck these into a pocket, which is fun. So another thing that I have that I want to make some more of are these, look, this didn't get fully cut out. I call them stacked label medallions. Now you can see there's this sort of dark teal color, and then a light turquoise and a green, and it's 3 different layers of cardstock. And this is a very sturdy little card. So I cut out the first, and I have shown you how to do this at least twice, I think. Yeah, you can go back. The name of the video is actually Stacked Label Medallions. So that's pretty easy to find. Or maybe I could put that down below if I remember. So I have some of these. I'm sort of wondering about whether or not I want to use brown. I might. The gray with the blue I like a lot. The brown, thinking about that. So I have one. I showed you how to make these too, although I showed you the round ones, not those. So I want to make more stacked label medallions. I want to mount more of these papers. Here's some more labels. There's a label medallion that's just sort of different. And I found these cards full of manifesto paper writing. And I thought I would like to make a manifesto paper specifically and especially for this journal that's all about wishes and blessings that I hope for you, the person who gets this journal. So I'm going to make a video on how I make the papers, and then I don't have it here, and then what else I do with the writings, to also make some other kinds of papers using the manifesto writing. I'll show you that. And then I call these bumper stickers. They're sort of affirmations on big cards. And I don't know, but I might want to make some specific affirmations for this journal. And what else did I find? I found these. These are some faux postage stamps. Like that. But the colors, there's some tan ones, there are a whole bunch of red ones. There aren't very many blue and purple ones. So I mean, that has blue, but it also has a lot of red. So I was thinking I might do another set of faux postage. And one of the other things that I want to make is a whole bunch of paper cuts for this journal that are just for this journal. And of course, in blues and purples, because that's going to be this journal. So that. Oh, I also found these cards. I just really like these cards, the tags and journaling cards that have lines on them. So it's really easy to journal on them. So I thought it might be fun to make a new paper, sort of digi paper, of note cards with lines on them. And oh, I also found these, and I just want to show them to you because I'm going to use them. This, when I was doing a whole bunch of jelly printing on deli paper, I actually did cut these up and make journaling cards out of them. There's just blank paper on the other side to write on. So I'm going to add some of these into the journal as well. And recently I've made a bunch of safety envelope pockets. So I'm going to make a bunch of safety envelope pockets just for this journal. Even some that have pearls on it, like I showed you before, and the one that has flowers on it, this one that has flowers on it. So yep, I'm going to do that. And okay, so then I also need to decide on the cover. And I'll make a video about the cover. I'll make a video about the manifesto paper. And there's some other sort of add-ins, tip-ins that I want to make for this journal. So I think I probably I'll do one about the cover specifically, and then a bunch more about add-in pieces like tags and words and stuff. So I probably have maybe 4 or 5 more videos of setting up my journal. And then there will be covering the cover. Well, that's the making of the cover. And then I don't think I'm really going to do the sewing together unless there's something special in those flip out pages. But the sewing everything together video, I think it's really boring to watch people sew journals together. And lots of people have done that. And then there might be a couple of videos about the decorating. I won't completely decorate this journal. I think I may send some tags with the journal, but I will do some of the decorating of the journal once it's all put together, and I'll show you how that happens. And then we will be ready to give the journal away. So I think I'm going to end here because I've shown you, I think, a lot of the setup. Now I just have hours of work, which is kind of fun. By the way, I also did this weaving at a bunch of long strips. So I'll cut this evenly. And this could be a pocket. Ooh, it could be one of the flips. That's a great idea. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I just wanted to finish up some of my intentions and put this down in a solid way. many choices. I see beauty. I am powerful. Yeah, so we'll find you some really good words. Doing the manifesto paper is going to be very fun. And yeah, and you don't need to see me do the stacked label medallions again. We've already done that a bunch. Yeah, so I will come back for manifesto paper and I can't remember what else. All the other things. But for sure, I think the next video will be manifesto papers. Okay, I will see you next time. I wish all of my subscribers and all of my viewers lots of love, lots of abundance, because this is going to be an abundant book. So I wish you lots of abundance in your life. And I blow these wishes out across the miles. I'll see you next time. Bye.